This week on the Honey Break Experience.
He put a little molasses on my duck calls and was pretty upsetting thinking that he was my friend, because he ain't my friend no more. He's off of Team Real forever.
Started this job about 3 years ago. Honey Break took me in. Jared, Drew, Blake, they all took me in. They knew how much duck hunting really got to me and made me so, just having mallards in the decoys really gets my day out going. Best thing to wake up to, best breakfast fuel in the world. I love it.
Kill him, kill him, kill him, kill him. Y'all knock one down on that side, guys?
Yeah, we got 3 down.
3 down?
Good deal.
Good shoot, good shoot.
One.
I like that ratio, fellas. Come on, let up. Good boy. Right behind us. Kill him, right behind us. Turn around, kill him, kill him, kill him. Good shot. Bang, buck. Bang.
Look at me. Over. Good man. Good man.
Yeah, he turned on us a little bit. Come on, place. I think you shot the head off him. Place. Yeah, I think you got him. Look at him. We shot the head off of this poor little duck. Poor little teal.
When I first saw him, he was back on the ground.
I know. That's why I was like, well, we had to kill him before he late. Kill him. Kill him. Good shooting. Good shooting. Bang! Nah, he's just coming back to circle with him. Let me mark. Look at me. Over. Right in there, eh? I want to do some other. Good man. Good man. Good man. Good shooting, guys. Place, place, drop, drop, place. And this is what we call a northern shoveler. Big deal. Hey, y'all killing me tonight. Hold on, hold on, hold on. around and kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Kill him. Good. Good one. Stay. Up. Good shooting. Good shooting, fellas. Shoot ya. Good man. Come on, buddy. Come on, place. Place. That's why I didn't want to rush her this season. Little mallard hen. Start the morning off right. Oh, yes, sir. Thought they seen some. Got my duck strap. Rookie moves. Really rookie. Good stay.
The Honey Break experience is brought to you by Mossy Oak. It's not a passion, it's an obsession. Dirty Bird Waterfowl Clothing by Brown. Gator Tail Outboards, taking you places you never thought possible. This is the Honey Break experience.
Got blind surgery.
My good old friends, you know, hashtag Team Real, you know, my buddy. I really got mad at him, and I talked on camera like I really shouldn't have because he's my buddy.
Me and Team Real. Yeah, another guy out here. Yeah. He's about to get kicked off the team because he put a little molasses on my duck calls and was pretty upset and thinking that he was my friend, because he ain't my friend no more. He's off of Team Real forever.
That got blamed on me. I did not do that because we are Team Real. I invented Team Real, and he's trying to kick me off Team Real. I just don't see it. I hate he sold me out like that on camera. I haven't got to see it yet, but I heard it was pretty bad talking about me. So we'll figure that out. I'll get a plan together, and Dart is he's gonna have it coming.
Well, you know, when we were out here, he was brushing this blind. He said that you didn't know it yet, but the willow pin was his.
He's the reason this looks like it does. Honey bun wrappers in here, and water in the blind, holes everywhere. This is my bit, he just don't know it yet.
Yeah, that's why we already killed more ducks than he did yesterday, huh, Landon? Yeah, I think he killed like 8 out here yesterday, so we got him beat already. They come over here too. That was my fault, but they weren't gonna come down. Come here.
Honey Break Gun Dog Tips, brought to you by Loyal Brand Dog Food. If the question is trust, the answer is loyal.
The
question today is about the whistle. Should you have your dog on a whistle and understand whistle commands? And Mr. Joe, if you will explain, a few commands and why you need the whistle.
Well, you most definitely need the whistle.
Yes, sir.
And you want to use the whistle that your trainer uses, or you want your trainer to, if you have a whistle that you prefer, you want to tell your trainer that's the one you're going to use, because the dog has to be trained on that particular whistle. Now, as far as the commands on the whistle, one single blast means sit. And when I want a dog to come in, I give it 3. And like that, the dog, he hears it and he's gonna come and meet me. Because you wanna make sure your dog, if you're using a collar, make sure your dog hears you. You know, that if he doesn't stop, he might not be hearing you. If the wind is blowing crossways, you wanna turn into the wind and blow it. You have to go. So you don't wanna make any kind of corrections with your dog, if he can't hear you. That's one thing that's very important,
It's important to read that dog,
That's right.
with the whistle, like you said, the wind factors, running in the water, hitting him on the right strides, you got to understand the whistle and be reading your dog, before you make the correction to your dog, make sure he heard the whistle.
Right, and then another thing, people, when they're training their dog on the whistle, they'll blow it real loud when the dog is right close. Well, when the dog gets 100 yards out there, he's gonna just hear a, like that. So, you want to condition your dog to hear that low whistle. So what I do is when I'm training my dogs to stop on a whistle, and when they're close, I just do a, like that. And, as they get further and further, then I get louder and louder so that they hear the same volume out there as they do right here. And that's one of the main things that, people say, well, my dog doesn't stop on the whistle. Well, no. Well, you blasting him here and 100 yards out in the water, he's just hearing a low volume, but he doesn't pay attention to it.
Well, thank you, Mr. Joe. And that is your Honey Break Gun Dog Tip of the Week. Do you have a question about dog training? If so, please submit your question to us at Honey Break via social media. And if we choose your question during the show, we'll send you a Honey Break branded gift pack.
Kill him. Mark. 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 Back. You didn't see that bird.
Our customers, we took, we had to take them far shots. My dog Duke, Buck was in the blind with us, and he made some great retrieves for being a young dog. He's very impressive, very, very impressive.
Right here, guys. Kill her, kill her, kill her. Mark, Mark, back. Kill it, kill it.
I was about to rip into him. Good shooting.
We went yesterday to the pit blind, and that's actually my first time hunting in a pit blind. It was a nice setup. We had a few teal early, and then we had a few big ducks come in. Had a pretty decent hunt. We had one poor greenhead, which we gave a few extra volleys than needed, but all in all, it was a good time.
Guys, we had a good hunt this morning, huh? The wind didn't play in our favor, but we ended up getting us a good little mess of birds, a few mallards, pintails, northern shovelers, and like I said, it didn't work out, but in the end we got us a good mess of ducks, and we're happy. Better go get some supper and some lunch and take care of these birds. Good hunt, man. I enjoyed it, fellas. I really did. Enjoyed it. We'll do it again.
The Honey Break experience is brought to you by Mojo Outdoors. If it ain't magic, it ain't Mojo. War Eagle boats, built for hunters who love to fish. Dodge Ram, guts, glory, Ram trucks. This is the Honey Break experience.
Next day we went to a standing blind. Conditions really cloudy, weather was rough. We got in there and boy, right off the bat it started off, I mean hot. It was coming in just perfect and we was really, really tearing into them.
Calling them up, fellas, calling them up.
That's why I'm here. Watching 4 mallards fall out of the group that you sat there and you worked for, and finally you get to say kill them, and they surprise you by killing 4 of them. That's what makes my morning. That's what makes me happy.
Got a baby fella? Give me some right here. Shoot, Jeff. Pass it down. Shoot, Jeff. Good shooting. That was pretty. Woo!
Closed caption, provided by Dirty Bird Waterfowl Clothing by Brown. Coming up next week on the Honey Break Experience.
Give it to you. Good shot. Who shot that bird on the left? One on the left. Go ahead. Look at Missouri. That was a good shot. He was out there. What does the fox say?
Well, it's freezing. The first day of the season. Yeah, when it comes to retrieving, old Duke's on his game. A John boat, a couple of mojos. Shoot, they gon' know that we don't play. Swampy feeling, some duck blind healing. Eyeball calling them old green heads back home. Keep your heads bowed, it's gonna get real loud when that 12 gauge choir sings out a holy song. Well, somebody say amen. Let's give 'em a black water baptism.